In this video, I'll be going through 3 things that you should be watching out for as a distributor that's selling on Amazon Vendor Central. If you are new here, my name is Benjamin Bolshinsky. I used to work at Amazon in the vendor management team for almost 3 years, and now I run a company called Vendor Launch. We work with Amazon vendors to increase their purchase orders. And so these 3 key lessons are underpinned by the following key observation. You might not be the only one that's supplying Amazon. The thing is, and you have to understand this, that anyone can set up a Vendor Central account and can start selling to Amazon. This means that Amazon can, and very often does, source the same products from multiple vendors, multiple suppliers. Right? So purchase orders can therefore be going to other suppliers or other vendors. As a distributor, you have less control over the products that you sell than a brand owner or manufacturer. This means that even if you are the exclusive distributor in your territory or region, you must still verify that you're actually the one that's receiving Amazon purchase orders. This is a key observation that many distributors do not understand or they overlook. So based on this, here are the following 3 rules that I follow. Rule number 1. You must track it and understand the difference between sell in and sell out. Sell in means you're tracking purchase orders. Sell out means you're tracking Amazon retail sales from Amazon to the customer. Now, as a distributor, you must be tracking purchase orders above everything else, right? Because increasing retail sales, in other words, what Amazon are selling to the customer, is useless if you're not the one that's getting the purchase orders, right? You increase sell out, customers are buying more, right? But then if Amazon are ordering the product from someone else, you're not making any money. Why this is so important is because, as I mentioned, Amazon can invite multiple suppliers to sell the same products on Amazon Vendor Central. Being invited to Vendor Central doesn't make you the only vendor that they can buy products from. They can buy products from multiple different vendors. That's why, even if you are the exclusive distributor in your region, you should confirm at a regular interval that you're actually the one receiving Amazon purchase orders for the products you sell. This takes me to step 2. Rule number 2. Advertising audits. Audit your advertising campaigns. Why? You want to check that you're advertising products that you're actually receiving purchase orders from, right? So many times I've audited distributors' vendor accounts. They're advertising, spending a couple $1,000s per month, but they're not getting any POs. If you're driving sellout, in other words, if you're advertising to increase customer sales for products that you're not actually supplying to Amazon, you're literally throwing your money into the bin, right? You're not invoicing anything for all that effort. So make sure to reconcile ad spend against your own purchase order data on a regular cadence, and do not advertise products where you're not getting any purchase orders, right? Why I'm stressing this is because typically, as a general rule of thumb, distributors have much larger catalogs than brand owners or manufacturers, right? Distributors are very often selling thousands and thousands of products on Amazon, which makes it very easy makes it harder to track this. It makes it easy to overlook you advertising certain products where you're not getting any POs. That's why this should be, and this is what we do for our clients, it is a weekly check that we do to make sure we only advertise products where we get the purchase orders. This takes me to the final rule, rule number 3. Check your Amazon cost price. The rule on Amazon Vendor Central, and I learned this when I worked at Amazon, purchase orders will go to the most commercially viable vendor that Amazon has access to. In other words, the vendor with the lowest cost price. This means that if another reseller or vendor supplies Amazon with identical products to you at a lower cost price, then purchase orders will automatically go to that vendor or supplier instead, regardless of any other factor. Amazon is not a relationship maximizing retailer. It's not there to build relationships to make you happy. It's a mathematical profit maximizing machine. Their system will order products from the most commercially favorable vendor, and that may not be you. So you must regularly check that your Amazon pricing is consistent against other suppliers and retailers. You need to check that maybe there's other suppliers, resellers that might be undercutting you that are also set up as vendors, and it is those resellers that will get the purchase orders if you don't monitor that, right? So even being an exclusive distributor means that you can lose, and you very often, distributors will lose purchase orders to other suppliers that are cheaper, that have a cheaper cost price. Great example, I recently audited a vendor account. They were losing POs over products that they held exclusive distribution for in their territory. How? There was another supplier running a clearance sale. They were set up as vendors to get rid of stock, and so they were undercutting the vendor in question here, and therefore purchase orders were going to this clearance supplier, right? So always be sure to check what other retailers, what other suppliers, resellers are doing. This is especially true if you're selling products for a brand that, you know, hasn't done a great job in running or maintaining their distribution, controlling their distribution. So this is something as a distributor that you must carefully check. That concludes this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll respond directly. Otherwise, have a great day and we'll talk soon. Bye.